Preface to this video. My internet speeds is shit at the moment. Now, I want to talk about Armored Core. Fun games. I have played Silent Line, Last Raven, 4 Answer, and Dare Some, even though I'm only 2 achievements away on the Xbox version of Armored Core 6, Fires of Rubicon, from having all the achievements in it. I don't count 5. I don't see it as an Armored Core game. It was a disaster to me. I do have some input for everyone who worked on the game, Armored Core 6 Fires of Rubicon. All of you, take some time, play the other games, and pay special attention to Armored Core 4 Answer. You could make mechs really fast. Dodging lasers at point blank range fast. That was fun. As far as Armored Core 6 goes, it's too slow. In 4 Answer, what was it called? FRS Memory, where you could tune the individual parts. And you could make a slow mech faster. And you could dual wield melee. Why isn't that in Armored Core 6? Why isn't the tuning in Armored Core 6? that OST or OTS, whatever core chips thing, I don't see that as tuning. It's nice to have a generalized tuning system, which it seems to think it is, or someone thinks it is, over there at FromSoft and whoever else from whatever other company worked on Armored Core 6. But it just doesn't play as fast as it should. Also, I'm pretty certain, and I haven't tested it fully, but I'm roughly 80% sure that in certain missions, against certain boss fights, they intentionally slow down the player. Why? One fight in particular, that one dude who jumps into that, basically a ship, when you're on the Xylem in the second unlockable ending, where you're crashing it instead of ramming it into the collection of coral. The dude jumps into this big fuck you boss fight. And this is one of the rare times I'll use the term overpowered in the literal sense, where this mech fight, the boss is blatantly overpowered. He gets pulse armor protection and a fucking assault armor charge? The fuck kind of shit is that? Not to mention his pulse rifle, missiles, 2 different fuck you melee energy blasts, and lock on fuck you beams. Seriously, why make a boss fight so blatantly fucking overpowered if you aren't going to allow the player of the game to earn and build up to being equal or surpassing that? Whoever worked on Armored Core 6, go play the other games in the series. Pay special attention to Armored Core 4 Answer. You can make an extremely fast mech in that one. One thing I would leave out is the weight distribution tuning bit. That wasn't fun for me at all. The rest of it, with the parts tuning and the rest of it, that was fun. Also, co-op missions. That was in Armored Core 4 Answer. So, why not make it a part of Armored Core in general, where you can have 4 or 8 teammates, well, including yourself, a max of 4 or 8, and go in and just help each other S rank every mission in the game. Now, ideas. Bring back the individual parts tuning from Armored Core 4 Answer and make it to where you can take whatever part you want and make it as strong as you want in whatever regards. Have it as an unlockable thing you earn after completing your primary first playthrough of the game. Have that power that the player earns. What else? Depending on the continuity, the storyline, if Armored Core 6 is chronologically the newest in the storyline, the overarching storyline of the Armored Core series, then allow the player to have access to every part from every game. Why not? Some people on YouTube posted a mod showcase of White Glint. That's the core, the next, whatever you want to call it, that I like the most. I dare some to call it favorites, because I don't do favoritism. That causes problems. It's the one I enjoy the most. What else? Why not, in the parts shop, have a sub-menu in there where you can commission the manufacturing of whatever part you want with whatever stats you want, and the only general upshot of which is you have to give it a mission or a few before you can get it, and you have to pay for the performance that you're getting out of that part. Whoop, swallowed down the air pipe. What else did I want to say? Oh, yeah. In that idea of commissioning for a part to be manufactured, put some baseline skins, as it were, that your players can go and choose through, put in a way to modify them and make them look however they want within reason. Yeah, that's going to up the file size for the game in its totality quite a bit. Having a parts editor like that. So test that idea. Hell, I know an alpha, pre-alpha tester, and I would enjoy testing that idea myself. There's a lot of technical problems involved with that type of system. Yeah, so as far as the parts performance, that can be done easily. That's not going to require so much technical input to make that type of system where you custom order a part and its performance to your liking and want. Making it visually designed the way that anyone wants it, that's the problem. Well, that's an awful lot of work. So until that system is made properly and tested and ready to go, what you can do is have a bunch of pre-made part skins that can be chosen from to go into the design of the weapon when the part, not the weapon, the part, when the player chooses to go and custom order said part. Yeah, I realize completely that taking all the models and textures and everything from all the previous games and packaging them into the latest one, that's a lot of work. So is the co-op multiplayer bit. Yeah. Well, either way, those are my ideas. Such as they are. And as far as the player earning custom parts in the game, I don't know where to throw that in. Maybe after beating all of the arenas. And quite possible that does delay it for a certain point in the storyline for Armored Core 6. But the ability to fully customize any part you want to make it's on a spectrum From however challenging you want it to be, all the way over to how trivial you want the game to be. Yeah, there's going to be a bunch of people who are going to make absurd, stupid parts that are one-hit kills. Let them do it. Because you guys making video games, not just FromSoft and those of you who worked on Armored Core series, you're toy makers. What is a video game but a very sophisticated and intricate toy? What is the purpose of a toy? Well, according to the Declaration of Independence in America, which some of this should be global by now, homogeneity and culture blending should be happening, but unfortunately it's not. The unalienable right to the pursuit of happiness. I would reword it to the pursuit and attainment of happiness. Because I'm not going to get into that. What I am going to get into is that's what toys and video games fall under. The pursuit of happiness. The attainment of happiness through playing the game. Through playing with a toy. It's your responsibility as a maker of toys, video games, to give the people playing with them the freedom to play with them how they choose. It's very simple. If you want a difficulty setting that goes along with some established canon lore that you've concocted for the storyline, make that an option that's selectable. Everything else, toggleable options. Some things are going to have to be binary on and off options. Others are going to have to be on a slider from whatever arbitrary number to whatever other arbitrary number that the game's engine can handle without breaking down. So, in summary, in addendum, or rather in conclusion, some such mix of those things, I would like to work with whatever team is on Armored Core 6, and put those ideas into actuality. Mostly just because I want to run around with a white glint build and fuck shit up. Yeah. One more thing. Because it's going to be an unlockable, earnable thing for the people playing the game, myself included, don't go and lock out the ability to get S ranks on all the missions just because people are making absurdly overpowered things that can one-hit all the bosses in the game. Also, separate that from the player versus player part of it. You've got the technology, the skill set, the ability, the programming, all that's available. All of your nerfs, buffs, your stat changes, just apply that to player versus player, balance it out however you want. I don't have any ground on which to stand to say this should be this way in player versus player as opposed to solo and co-op. So I'm not going to bother trying to balance any damn thing out for player versus player. What I'm talking about is just for solo and co-op campaign. You can't exercise and attain your happiness and at the same time violate that of someone else's. That's where player versus player gets into that definitive, it has to be balanced according to standards that are equitable and equal to as many people as possible. So, that bit I'm talking about, custom ordering parts, rebalancing the stats on everything, making it whatever you want, make that exclusive to the main storyline, you know, when you're solo playing, and the co-op. You do have the technology to do so. You do have the programming and the coding and the everything else except for the ambition, the drive, and the will to do it. Those bits I have absolutely no idea of. And here's another problem. If some of those guys working on Armored Core 6 don't speak English, I'm kind of fucked, and actually they are gonna need a translator. Well, fuck me. Idiot Katana strikes again. That's another reason. Well, that's another example of why I say everyone has the permission from me, fully consented permission in the comedic sense, for the fun of everyone involved, to call me a fucking idiot. And that's why, right there, that I am a fucking idiot. Also, with my internet being as slow as it is, this is why I'm making this video instead of doing a gameplay bit and showing how slow it is, and then going into the menus and talking about it with the things there in game so that everyone can see clearly. You're just gonna have to either have me going off in the background and go through the game settings yourself and see it for yourself and think about it for yourself, or just use your imagination. Okay, I've yammered on way too fucking long. Right. Whether you agree with me or not, that's besides the point. The point is, games are toys. People should be playing with their toys and games however they want, within reason, excluding player versus player. That's something that's out of the fucking conversation entirely. It's excluded. So share this video with whoever in whatever company is working with FromSoft. What is it, Bandai as well? Yeah, Bandai fucked up Armored Core 5. Ugh. Right, share it with them, because I'm a lazy bastard, and I'm gonna have to wait until my internet speed gets back up to where I can actually upload this video. So, I don't know, a couple of days, maybe a week, give or take, whatever happens. I have no idea. Yeah, that's it. I need to end this video here. Spank you for watching, Helpy Helperton. Share this video with the people making Armored Core games. And think about what I've said. Whether you like it or dislike it, I don't care. Click the fucking button. You want to leave a comment adding ideas to what I've said? Go ahead. If you want the fucking weight distribution tuning system, please make that a toggleable option that you can choose to use, or just have it without it, because I personally don't want to fucking use that. It was a headache. The individual parts tuning and the other idea I have, that's what I want to do. Whether you want it or not is irrelevant. What is relevant is the option will be there to use if you want, or to ignore if you want. It's about the exercising of your free will to pursue and attain your happiness. Don't be a fucking retard and start bitching about shit. Right. That's it. I'm ending the video now.